being like this?
I've never been the one to really want to get married. I
Gotcha.
got married before because I did want to have a child.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to do things the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be in a relationship just to say I'm in a relationship. Because
Right.
I've been in relationships, I was just miserable. So I'm happy. I'm at peace. And I think that so many women jump into things without really truly getting to know them. And
Mm-hmm.
you have to be good with you before you can be good to somebody else.
Right.
UNITY. So it's like getting your priorities in line because that stuff will come, but do it when you're really ready because you really cannot get ahead in life if you just being able to meet the bills. If you just paying for your car note, for your apartment, you ain't got nothing to save and you're not working towards anything. It's like you got to think, where do I want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? You can't just live for today, else that's what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, just living for today.
So we're gonna change gears a little bit here, Bob, because I know you were talking about those first 3 years you were getting everything off the ground. So you went through this divorce. I'm assuming it didn't really hurt you too much financially as far as your divorce.
Not really, because I
Yeah,
was really building at the time.
got you.
So
So at what point did you say, okay, I'm ready to get back and start dating or start seeing people?
I really never get like that.
Never? Okay.
Things just kind of
Casually happen?
happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not the type of woman that want to be married. That like, okay,
Yeah.
I need to get married. I'm looking for Mr. Right or
Yeah.
whatever. When it comes, it comes.
Right.
In actuality, I really don't want to get married. I'm okay with just living and shacking.
Some women are like that. And that's perfectly fine. At what point did you know that while you were married, or did you once you got divorced you were like, I'm cool with just being like
I've
this?
never been the one to really want to get married. I
Gotcha.
got married before because I did want to have a child.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to do things the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just the timing of
Gotcha.
when it happened because I was in my 30s. I was an older parent.
Right.
Because when I had my daughter, it said geriatric pregnancy on
Pregnancy.
my bed. I just did it because I don't want my eggs to freeze up.
Got you.
But after I've been there, done that, and I don't want to be in a relationship just to say I'm in a relationship because
Right.
I've been in relationships I was just miserable. So I'm happy. I'm at peace, and I think that so many women jump into things without really truly getting to know them. And you have to be good with you before you can be good to somebody else.
Right. Was it difficult meeting someone as an entrepreneur or as a woman who's self-employed and so successful?
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
First off, timing in life is everything.
For sure.
And I closed myself off for so many years because when I was building, if I dated someone, I just figured I wouldn't be a good girlfriend. And the reason why is because I would either have to take away time from my business or time from my daughter. And I wasn't willing to do either or. So if I fit somebody in the mix, they were going to be lacking because I think that when you're in a relationship, it's a give and take. I have to do things to please him. And he needs to do things to please me. And if I didn't give up my time the way that he wanted me to, I don't think that that'd be good for him, and I just couldn't be a good girlfriend. I wasn't definitely not willing to sacrifice that time with my daughter, and if I sacrificed that time with my business, I probably wouldn't be where I am now. Now times have changed, and I have a lot more time, but it's still timing. So it just hadn't worked out like that because I met quite a number of good guys that I just did not give an opportunity to. Because my focus was strictly on where it should have been in order to get me to where I am now.
Got you. So at that moment, you had to be selfish, so to speak. Well, basically, just to say, I have a goal in mind. I'm not about to get sidetracked with love.
Yeah, I
for lack of a
had
better
to
term.
because I was married and it didn't work out. And
Yeah.
I don't know if I looked at my personal life as far as negative because I said, okay, if I sacrifice my time at my business to spend time getting to know this person, I can eventually not be with this person. And here, my business kind of messed up because I'm over here trying to get my personal life together when I should have been focusing on my business. So I don't know. I can't predict the future as far as what I should have done. I just know where I had to be for myself and for my daughter to make me happy.
Gotcha.
Once now I'm established, I can go ahead and do things where for me, because right now I'm doing me. I'm feeling better. I'm looking better because I'm getting my rest now. I'm working out all the time. But still fitting somebody into my life where I got 4 restaurants, and then I'm about to venture into a new business. I close on my first daycare in the next few weeks.
Awesome.
And so that's something that I got to spend a whole lot of time doing. I got to be in it every day for a while. I got to learn everything about this business because it's already existing. I'm just buying and taking it over. Can I fit somebody in? I still think I really would not be a good girlfriend right at this moment until I know what I'm doing, because I believe before you can really step away from the business, you have to master it.
Right. So diversifying the portfolio right now. And so as far as it's not really, from what I'm gathering from you, it's not really complaints on the men here in Atlanta.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
just
say that.
okay. What's your thoughts on the men here? Because I've asked a lot of ladies on here, is this a man's playground? Are men just full of games? I know you say you met a few good guys, or maybe a lot of good guys you didn't give a chance to. But what's your overall take on men here in Atlanta?
Well, I have been in a couple of relationships here. I'm
Right.
not saying that I haven't. It just didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that, of course, men got plenty of options. Plenty. Is their playground.
Okay.
We don't have as many good options. And I guess men can say that too, as far as good quality women,
Right.
because so many women want a man to take care of them,
Mm-hmm.
what they can do for them, and they don't say what they can do for a man. I think that every relationship is 50-50
Mm-hmm.
in what you can do. With me, I'm just really, really picky. I'm not saying that I'm closed off to anyone. It just has to happen organically.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just really picky because I believe everybody's time is valuable.
Right.
And with me doing what I do and being in the position that I'm in, I have to be careful with the way that I do things, because I am a boss that I have about 150 people that work for me. So I'm very, like, I'm really laid back. I don't like to argue.
For
so
sure.
I don't want any man to think that. I make sure that no man can say that I'm dominating. Because first of all, I have to be a boss at work, but when I come home, I just want to be a girl.
That's right.
I just want to take my boss hat off. I want to not think. I want my man to do the thinking for me. So it just has to be the right type of, the right man. And then it cannot be intimidated with what I have as well, because I've accumulated a lot. So it has to be someone that is confident within themselves to handle that, and not anybody that's thinking because of what I have that I'm dominating, because I'm very cognizant that to make sure that I am not. Because masculine energy is real for
That's
women.
well said. That's
because I know I got some masculine energy, but I make sure that, and it took me a while to really realize these things about myself. When you in your 20s, your 30s, you're still kind of figuring things out, but I'm 51 years old. And I don't have it all figured out, but I've figured out a lot. Communication is so very important. Because the reason why a lot of relationships fail is because people don't communicate as far as what they like.
Absolutely.
They can be with somebody and don't really like something about them, but scared to talk about it. Like, you don't like to talk about sex. You're supposed to automatically know how to please this person when everybody's body is different.
Thank you.
So if you like certain things, we need to talk about it, because I want you to please me 100%.
100.
So let's have this conversation. It's an uncomfortable conversation, but we have to have it, because if we're together, I want to be the happiest I can with
Exactly.
you, and vice versa. What do you like? Because I'm not going to automatically do those little things that you like. I can't read your mind. I'm not going to automatically know. Sometimes it can happen organically, but it's not going to happen like that with everybody. So that's where those uncomfortable conversations have to happen if you want that relationship to work.